wait till you're announced. We've not yet lost all our graces. The hounds will stay in chains. Look upon your greatness and she'll send the call out, send the call out, send the call out.
Welcome, everyone. This is the NBA on 2K Sports, coming to you live on this Saturday night. This is Kevin Harlan along with the rest of our 2K broadcast team. Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke. It's Western Conference against the Eastern Conference here in Los Angeles, where the Clippers will try to protect home court. This game against Detroit here, it's their first meeting of the season. A season ago, Clark, they were ousted in the finals in 6 games by him, ending their season and dashing their dreams.
And even though they swept this team in the regular season last year, they lost when it mattered the most, in the NBA Finals. So they were obviously not too thrilled with the outcome there.
And now the opening lineup for Detroit. Monroe and Drummond there inside. And it's the dude, and it's Gray, and at the 3, the small forward. Valentine. And too long on the shot. Now here's Paul. 17 points for him last game against Dallas. And you can bet they're probably still kicking themselves for not making the adjustments.
Hey, Kevin, when you go 2-0 on them, why change what's been working? But obviously, it wasn't quite enough.
So it's Detroit now, following the basket by Chris Paul. Screen by Monroe. Here's Chan, and it's good. He planted his feet on the pick and shielded the defender off.
Could be the first of many mid-range jump shots we see from him today.
Paul with the ball, averaging 18 points a game. Porter kicks to Paul. Redick for 3. It's Drummond with the rebound.
Tough to hit that shot when you got the defense right in your shirt. Watch out! Wow, that was unbelievable.
Look at that.
How about that?
Look at that. And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes play. Paul outside. They set the pick. The dish to Redick. Back to Paul. Just 5 to shoot. Fires the 3. And it's J.J. Redick with the 3.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
So for the Pistons, their last game, a win against the Suns in Phoenix.
That was a game in hostile territory, too, guys. And seemed like they had confidence right from the beginning, unbothered by being on the road.
And, you know, their shots were falling. From the top to the bottom of that lineup, their guys were heated up.
Moments ago, our Doris Burke had a chance to catch up with the coach, Frank Vogel. Doris?
We discussed their game plan defensively, and he mentioned that controlling Greg Monroe will be crucial. He said Monroe is a guy who can score inside, rebounds well, and his passing really sets him apart. Their offense runs best when it goes through his hands, so pressuring him and staying vigilant is essential for us. Guys, can they slow him down?
Thank you, Doris. Here's Paul. After the made shot from Andre Drummond, here's Jordan. No good. Good work defensively by Monroe. Here's the dude, guarded by Porter, and there's the basket. Good from Chan.
I don't think you can say enough about the quarter he's having. Every one of his attempts has gone down.
Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Now here's Redick, his last outing with 20 points. Paul outside. Passes it to Porter. Good, and Paul gets the assist.
Strong move to the hoop. Nice power move. I like that one.
The Pistons have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field to start out the game. Valentine passes to Chan. His 3-pointer is off the mark.
Boy, but he was close, Kevin, to making the defense pay for lackadaisical coverage there.
Yeah, he had a really good look. I mean, he'll knock that down more often than not.
Now here's Reddick, averaging 13 points a contest. Just 5 on the clock. Unloads from 13. It's Drummond with the rebound.
You have to get a hand into his face because that's his range right there.
Gray, that's good.
Well, I tell you what, I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders. They're not getting the job done.
Yeah, that's 10 of the last 12 points they've allowed on good looks right at the rim.
Now here's Paul to the wing right side. Reddick dishes to Paul. Out to the right wing. Now here's Reddick. He's covered by Chan.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
Lets the three fly, and good on the basket. Hook it. The dude's got 11 points.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
I got to find some, you're right. So both teams making some changes here. Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Guys, over that last break, I listened to Doc Rivers address his team. The first thing he said to his players was that the transition game will be the most important factor today. He wants them to push the tempo at every opportunity. He also wants them using a fundamental offensive approach. Specifically, he'd like to see them running the pick and roll as often as they can. Guys, we'll just have to watch how it plays out here in the first half. Kevin, back to you.
All right, Doris, thanks. Here is Wilcox. 17 points for him last game against Dallas.
It was almost like he was surprised to be that wide open, yet he knocked it down.
Pistons leading by 4. Taken away. Cook kicks to Porter. The feed now to Cook. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Up top, Porter. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against Dallas.
Obvious foul.
Yeah, he took a hit right there and earned those free throws.
The Clippers shooting their first shots of the night from the charity stripe. No good on that one. Detroit making a switch here.
That's the way to shoot the rock.
And he's good on the second. 2 for 1 opportunity here if they want it.
That's what I'd do. Make sure you get a couple of shots here to close this quarter.
Here's Wolf. The shot from the low post is good.
You know, when the size advantage is that pronounced, I mean, that's exactly what you should do offensively in this situation. Take it strong to the middle.
And it's Cook missing.
He's far too tentative in the paint, and even more so when the defender is up tight on him like that time.
Stuckey passes to Wolf. Rebounded by Elliott.
You know, he can be a little hesitant near the rim. We saw it there. If the defense offers just a little bit of resistance, he doesn't take it up quite strong enough.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. Pistons lead by 5. We'll be back shortly live from Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles.